Hello, everybody. Welcome again to another edition of. One second, please. Welcome again to another. I keep doing that. I keep leaving my volume on. All right. Welcome to another edition of the Light 360 broadcast. Yesterday, I could not come on because, of course, I was on official husband duty for my wife's birthday. I tried as much as I was, but I couldn't get to a place where I had good internet and the right ambience that I needed to do the broadcast yesterday. But I'm glad that today we are back, and we're back with a blast. I'm so excited about our conversation today. So welcome, everybody. I first of all would like to thank all the various social media families, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. I want to thank you for just the honor that you accorded my wife yesterday for her birthday. I read all the greetings. I saw all the greetings. Let me not say I read all. I saw all the greetings, and I'm really, really thankful, very grateful. Thank you for always being there. Thank you for your support and everything and all your prayers. So really, really thank God for that. Also, would like to officially thank everyone for your support. Also for my mom's 70th birthday celebration that we did this weekend. Appreciate all the support, all the greetings, everything. Thank you. So the Light 360 broadcast, again, to repeat the purpose, has been set up for the very purpose of inspiring people through the stories of other individuals. So 360 degrees is like going full circle. So basically, we're just going full circle to look for people who are shining as lights, shining as light in various spheres and in various places, and then bringing them on to tell their stories, and then their stories used to inspire others. I'm very grateful for all the comments and feedbacks that we've gotten concerning all the previous episodes. It's been a blessing to you. Thank you so much. Keep the comments coming, very encouraging. And also, as you are joining us now, please join us in this conversation with your comments. We will interact with your comments so that it can be a more robust conversation. So if you do not mind watching me, Instagram, Facebook, wherever, please, if you could just let me know who is watching and where you are watching from, that would be great as we move on. So basically, today I have two very special people that are going to be on today, but the spotlight is on somebody who is just special, and you're going to see. So first of all, I had an interview with my brother on Monday. It was such a very powerful interview where he shared the story of entrepreneurship and development. And I'm grateful that it was an encouragement to a whole lot of people. So I have him on again today to join me in this episode today, because we're going to be doing something together. So I would like to welcome once again to the show my brother, Beatrice Ijiwola, all the way from Lagos, Nigeria. Hello, Beatrice. Welcome. Oh, I think you are muted.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yes, now.
Yeah, good day,
How
everyone.
Are you doing? How is Lagos?
Fine, good. Yeah. Great. Nice to be here again.
Right.
So soon.
Good. Awesome. So we're going to be doing this together, right? Are you ready?
Yeah, yeah. It's a great privilege, to do this. It's
Awesome.
really awesome to be doing this.
So you've been staying up late. We've been making you stay up late right there in Lagos.
Mhm.
So, all right. So let's get to it. So we're going to be interviewing our mom today. Are you excited about that? The mom that brought you from the hospital. Remember? They just brought you from the hospital and brought you to the house. Like, who is this boy that they brought from the hospital? Eh,
Mhm.
so we're going to be interviewing her. So, well, let's move on because so that we can really, really maximize our time. So, everybody watching us, we're going to be bringing on our dear mom, Mrs. Dickiness, Elder. What other title do we?
Grandma,
Grandma,
mother of nation,
Grandma,
mother
Beatrice,
of nations.
Mother of Nations, Beatrice Ijiwola. Welcome to Light 360, mommy. Let me unmute you. Welcome to Light 360.
Hello, everyone. Thank you.
You're
Hello,
looking
mom. Welcome. You look
welcome.
great.
You look great. You're looking as beautiful as ever.
Thank you. Life begins at 70.
Yes, and we want to wish you a happy 70th birthday
Thank
again.
you. Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you again.
Awesome. Awesome. So, how are you feeling today, mommy?
I'm feeling great, excited, joyful,
Awesome.
happy, excited.
Awesome. How does it feel to be 70?
Oh, wow. That's great. I've not felt different from the way I used to feel when I was in 60s, 50, 40. I don't know, but I've not seen any difference in it.
Okay.
What does it feel to be an author?
Yes. What does
I'm
it
not
feel to
sure.
be an author?
That one is like a mystery to me. I'm still feeling as if what's going on? How did I made it? That must be God. Someone
Awesome.
asked me today. He said, "How did I come up with it?" I said, "I don't even know. I only know I came up with it." so, so thank God for that.
Yeah. So we're going to delve more into that today. Your authorship. Excited. I'm excited to announce that we're going to be officially releasing the book
Yeah.
publicly today. We're going to be sharing the links so that people can order it from anywhere from now on. So really, really excited about that. So, mommy, tell everybody watching a little bit more about yourself. Who is Grandma Beatrice Ijiwola? And who are these boys that are who are they to you? These boys that are interviewing you.
Praise God. Even
Hallelujah.
my name alone has shown who I am and who they are to me, because we are bearing the same name, same surname. These are my boyfriends, whom God has given me the privilege to bring to the earth. It's a great privilege, it's a honor. So I thank God for that. I am Beatrice Ijiwola,
Yes.
the mother of Victoria Latokunbo Samuel, Pastor Gregory Lanre Ijiwola, and Oladoyin Louis Ijiwola. These two boys who are interviewing me here.
Thank you. So everybody, that's mom. So question: are we good boys or bad boys?
What did you say?
I say, are we good boys or bad boys? Do we need to be
You
do
are
we need to
very
be
good
thanked?
boys. Very, very good boys. We don't look at the beginning, we look at the result.
Tell us the most challenging incidents that you've had concerning raising us up when we were young.
Ah,
Each of us.
this guy, Pastor Gregory Lanre Ijiwola, was so stubborn then that he removed one teeth from Doyin's mouth one morning.
That one was an accident, too. He was the one. He was the one that
Was
went to
by
play.
accident.
He was playing on the table and he fell.
He put it on the high dining table and asked him to jump down.
No. That is
You
the
know, race
revisionist
boys,
history. He was the one that went to
boys
climb, doing
different
adventure,
from
and then he
racing
fell
girls.
down and broke his teeth.
Mm.
But thank God the teeth is back now.
Yes, it's back. You know, racing boys from experience is a lot of task more than racing girls.
Mm,
Boys are always tough. They are like they want to behave like men when they are see boys. So that's one thing I know, and I've been telling people when you are racing boys, you need a lot of prayers
yeah.
and understanding to know who they are,
Mhm,
so that you don't just damage them or damage their life.
mm,
Because if you don't know them, if you don't know who they are, if you
mhm,
don't know, you may do things that I don't know how to put it. I want to use faith all through.
mm,
You may destroy them, destroy their destiny.
mm.
So that's one thing I used to tell people. Now, when they are complaining, I will say, Pastor Line used to say something. Let them be kids. They are kids. Let
Mhm,
them live their kids' time. So boys will always use their time, their kids' time. They will always play. They will always do some stuff. So I remember a day that I came in, they were playing football inside the living room and they broke some things. I was like, oh my God, what will I do? I have to pack my things up and clean the house up.
yeah.
So thank God for that. So we must know that they are not like ladies. Ladies are gentle to raise,
Mhm,
gentle people. But for boys, they are tough. But thank God for the grace of God that has seen me through and seen many people through like that.
mm.
So it's a privilege, it's a honor.
I'm gonna,
I
I'm
thank
gonna,
God for that.
I'm gonna tell on doing now. Do you remember the day that you went to radio? Is it Radio Lagos or something?
Eh, he got missing. he, he woke up from the sleep and he just went out like that straight. Nobody knew where he was. I was like a mad woman that day. Every kid I saw like this, I like, is this doing? Is this doing? The next thing I saw was as one man was fasting. Say, one boy like this. They wore pants. I said yes. He said and they show him on what's this radio station in Alausa then. They showed him on
LTV.
TV.
LTV, yeah, it's LTV.
LTV. I said,
Yeah,
wow, LTV from where? From
Lagos
Bakwa
State Television.
Ikeja. So thank God one good Samaritan picked him up and took him there. So that was where we went to pick him up.
Mm,
So thank God. And
yeah.
somebody said, yeah, Doyin has been planning to go to the TV to appear.
Yeah, yeah, because I've been on LTV several times, since that time.
So now the
He
vision
was
has
doing
been
he was
fulfilled.
doing rehearsals then.
Yes, so
Now
the vision is
I was
fulfilled.
trying to fast forward the destiny.
Yes, so
I can't forget that day. I was like,
ah,
where is this boy? I was the one that came to say we can't find Doye anymore.
do you know what happened that day? There was some money that I was counting on my laps. Immediately I had it, I just got up. I didn't pick anything. I didn't even know that I was counting money. Everything just fell down. It was my, how do I call them then that time? Those that are working with
Stop.
me. That yeah, my staff that packed the money that night.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah.
It was
Okay.
it was a day that I can never forget in my life.
Mhm. Thank God.
That
Thank
was
God. And
around
thank you for
1995.
Mm.
yeah. Thanks for everything that you did and you continue to do. So, mommy, let's delve a little bit into the story of your life.
Mm.
So, I got to know from you, like even in your book that we're writing, that you when you were growing up, you made a vow that you were going to educate all your children. like that they were all going to be educated no matter what it took. Can you tell us about that story? What led you to that decision?
Well, when I was young, I started schooling like every other person. I desire to read a lot. I desire to graduate like every other person.
Mm-hmm.
But so many things happened that I couldn't do that. And I tried all I knew, all my efforts to do that. I forgot to tell you that I even met a woman that
Mm,
I told her that if she can help me to educate me, I
mm,
will be paying her the money when I
mm,
graduated.
mm,
If she can sponsor me, because the woman has a lot of money there.
mm,
But she said no, that you are not my daughter, so
mm,
there is nothing I can do. I said okay. But going back, my dad was a farmer and a transporter then.
mm,
But things went by and by. Eh, 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 I don't know. I don't want to say it too much. So, because of fund, I couldn't go to school the way I want. I
mm.
couldn't go to the higher school. I stopped at modern three. They call it modern three. Then like SS3,
GS3.
GS3 now. So
Or we'll
I
call it
stopped there.
junior, like
But I came out excellently with
middle school. Yeah,
distinction.
yeah.
So I was so brilliant, so intelligent. You can still see it in me
Mm,
because I didn't stop to educate myself then. Afterwards, I was reading anything that is readable, to the extent that if I was going out, all the billboards on the road, I'd be reading them
mm-hmm,
just to enlighten myself, to educate myself. I
mm-hmm,
tried so many things. I went to, all along after the modern three, I went to a teachers training college.
mm-hmm,
I spent like just 2 semesters there. Or how do you call it? 2 terms.
mm-hmm,
Because I couldn't pay my school fees again, I had to drop out. I tried a lot, I tried, but nobody was able to help me then.
mm,
So they were begging me to go and learn a trade, go and learn tailoring, go and learn this. Everything, nothing like that was in my mind. I didn't want to do it. That was the reason why I didn't learn anything. The,
okay.
the cooking that I'm doing is like a talent, a gift to me.
Mm-hmm,
It's not
yeah.
because I learned
Self-taught.
it anywhere.
Mm-hmm,
I didn't learn it.
mm,
But when I tried all I could, I didn't give up. I started reading. Somebody linked me up to one correspondence college in UK. I put in my application, put in everything, they approved me, but to pay money, nobody to sponsor me.
mm,
That was how I stopped that one too. All along, I tried all I knew to do, but I couldn't go further. So since then, I made up my mind through prayer, through confession. I didn't know confession then, but I was just be saying it out that any children that God gave me, the way I used to say it, the way I say, they will see the classroom, the university classroom.
mm,
All of them must be there. Therefore, I will not give birth to many more children because
mm,
I want to educate the little that I'm able to educate. Because I knew if I was educated then more than where I stopped, I would have been one of the top people in Nigeria then.
mm,
Because many of my mates then, I knew where they were. Although many of them have died, but I knew where they were then. But I
mm,
tried all I could, I couldn't.
mm-hmm.
So
Okay. Thank
that
you.
was
Well, thank you for
the
making
story.
that vow and
Mm,
keeping it. Thank you.
yes.
Thank you so much for doing that.
Mm,
That's what we are benefiting from right now,
mhm.
and that's what we are building upon right now. So we appreciate you. Do you have a question for mommy?
Well, okay. And so, mommy, how does it feel? Because I know a bit of the story that you had elder sister that was educated up to that went to school even in the UK.
Mm,
There were other members of family that were sponsored,
mm,
but when it got to your turn,
mm.
you couldn't just, your dad couldn't just continue? How did that make you
That
feel?
was what happened again. But
Did you feel?
when it was my turn, my sister, my elder sister, went to study at in UK then. But you know how they do it in those days? It's turn by turn. One person in the family. Like
Mhm,
you know, my dad is a polygamist. So he had
mhm,
like 4 wives. So they will
mhm,
pick one person from one mother, the first child. He will
mhm,
educate that one. That one will help his or her own siblings. So I was the firstborn from my mother to my dad. So I'm supposed to be educated. Even my dad went as far as to take a, they call it a way laden.
mhm,
It couldn't go far.
mhm,
So so when it was my turn, my dad was sick. He was seriously sick. So that was the major reason. And even after me, none of them again of the 2 wives, their children could not go further again. But one of
mhm,
them, their family, they were okay. So they sponsored their own daughter then. So that
mhm,
was the story. I don't want to go too much of it. So
mhm.
that was it. So
Thank you. But
mm,
you, but despite all that, setback at the beginning of life, you
mm,
went ahead and you used your gift to carve out a life,
mm.
to touch so many people. And I want to touch on your
Be- be-
entrepreneurial
Before you
gift.
go to that, I want to
Okay.
say something today.
Yes.
Reason why I married your dad
Mm,
was because he was very educated. He has been going to UK, going to America before I met him. And because of my passion that I want somebody that I will marry that will help me to educate my children, I married him.
mhm,
Initially, I didn't want to. He asked me to help him in his business then. But
mhm,
later, when I thought of it, that okay, you want somebody that will help you to educate your children, then
mhm,
marry this woman, this man. Well, I didn't know about the Holy Spirit then, but something was telling me that this one will be able to help you to achieve your goal. So because of that, because of the education, the passion for education, because a lot of people around me then, they were educated. When they come back from Magjo Grammar School, from this, from that, I will go and meet them. I will beg them to be teaching me. So that one too helped me a little bit then. So because of that, I married him so that he can be of help to me to train my children. Because somebody that is educated, he cannot allow his children to go and learn mechanic or learn sewing something. So that was the
okay.
reason. So let's go to the entrepreneur now.
Yes. So you had this gift that is still very present now, entrepreneurship, and also the aspect of cooking and catering. Can you tell us about it? When did that start? Business and catering and all that. When did that start?
My business started when I was in primary school because during the holidays, I've been somebody that want to be financially independent. I don't like begging for people for money. So from my youth, because of what I went through, then I've been trying. I sell. I can sell anything.
Hmm.
If it is possible to sell sand, pack
Yeah,
it,
people sell
package
sand.
it.
People sell sand.
Yeah, that sand you will sell it in tippers. The one I mean is that to wrap it and fold it
Okay.
and do something so that people can buy. So I was like, it's inborn. It's inborn. I love trading. I love selling things. When I
Mhm,
was on holidays, I will go and buy things. Like if it is oranges that is in the season, then I will go and buy. I will sell. If it is anything, that was how I started. That was how I started selling things then.
mhm,
That I grew up with it. That I will go and buy anything that I can lay my hands upon to sell. That was how I started.
okay.
So, mhm.
So, and then that blossomed into a restaurant,
Yes.
right? You started a
I,
restaurant in
I think
Nigeria.
I
so. I
was
think we should talk
working
about Gloico first.
Gloico. That's what I
Okay,
want
yes,
to say.
local, yes.
We
Okay.
should talk
I
Mhm,
about
was,
Gloico first.
your dad had a company. The name was Gloico then, and that was how we met. How he asked me to come and help him. I was a what was my title then? I have a
Like sales
one
manager,
big
manager,
title.
sales
That
manager.
manager.
sales
Yes,
or store
I was
manager or
the
something.
manager then. So I had some staff working for me. He used to travel a lot. I managed the business, prosper. We even built house from it. So, but we moved from a location from Mushin to Ikeja then, and there is this construction of the road that came up that time that they wanted to change Codestor to Obafemi Awolowo Way. So they expand the road. They did. That was how the shop went away. The shop was affected by the construction, and we look around. I didn't want to leave Ikeja because Ikeja was like a commercial place like Lagos. So we look, we couldn't get a shop. So after some time, I decided I'm going to run a restaurant because I know that is in me. When I cook for people that used to come to our house to visit us, then they will say, where did your wife learn this cooking? I can do so many things with food. So that was how I decided to go and do the catering. So I got a place in Dokpemu
Mm-hmm.
at the back of the house. I built the place by myself. So I rented how do they call it, the space, and
Mm-hmm.
I
You need
built
the
and I
space.
built the restaurant on it.
Yeah.
And that restaurant was one in town then. Glory be to God. So that was how the restaurant started.
Mm-hmm.
So
Awesome. And that restaurant, from my recollections, actually became a gathering spot for
yes,
people, poor,
for
rich,
celebrities.
popular, from
Mm-hmm.
all over Lagos.
Mm-hmm. People, directors, managers of companies around there, Yamaha, Roach, anybody that knows around that place, all the big companies around that place, that was
Mhm,
where they used to come for their lunch.
mhm,
So can you, mommy, can you expatiate on how you got all these people coming? Because I remember you telling me once that when you started the restaurant, you went around distributing your cards in all those companies.
Mm-hmm.
Can you maybe go out so that for the benefit of people listening, like it's not like they happen automatically like that. You have
No,
to do
no,
something.
number one, I have a billboard, we call signboard. Then just wrote Corner's Restaurant outside. I have that one.
How
Then
did you
number
come up with the
two,
name?
yes, I printed complimentary cards. I started going to those companies. I will give it to the security that they should help me. That by the time they have their break time, they should come and eat. So they came to eat and they started telling everybody, we've gotten a restaurant around here. The name is Corner Rest. Come and eat there. So that was how they started coming. So I went round, not even once. So that was it.
How did you
How
come up? How did you come by the name? The name is quite unique.
Corner Rest Restaurant.
Yes. How did you come up with the name?
Yes. The name came because the place where I was then is at the back of a house. It was built at the back of a house. So I now look at it. By the time coming in there, there is a small corner there where this Baba sign writer was operating then. So I saw that corner that day because I was thinking of which name will I give this to this restaurant that will be unique. So I just look at that corner as I was coming. I say, this place is a corner. Okay, let me call it corner. Come to that corner and rest. Eat and rest. That was how I came up with the name Corner Rest Restaurant.
and that name became a
Yes,
household name, like
it
everywhere,
was a
and
talk
it
of the
even
town.
became your brand. Your brand
Yes,
was Mama Corner Rest.
Yes.
That was your name then.
People used to come from all over, even Victoria Island. People used
Mm-hmm.
to come and eat snail and stockfish there.
Mm-hmm.
Different things. Because I don't cook all these small small meats.
Mm-hmm.
Bush meats, fresh fish. They call one ejalson. I don't know the name in English. Ejalson.
Some
That's
kind of
the
fresh
head
fish.
of the biggest fish in Nigeria then. That's the fish that they use for marriage,
Yeah.
for engagements.
Mm-hmm.
So if you
Yeah.
want to eat cow 10 one kobo, go and buy it from the local people. That one is like an international restaurant then.
Mm-hmm.
That was it. Hmm.
So
So
in that restaurant, there were
mm,
certain things that I observed there.
mm,
First of all, that restaurant was my first. I was there in Gloico, but I was very young. We used to
yes.
go, but I still
Mm,
remember very clearly
mm,
when we used to go to Gloico. I'll be, playing and everything.
mhm.
But that restaurant was my first exposure, first of all, to leadership
Yes.
and also to entrepreneurship.
Mhm.
Like I saw you leading people.
I have 10 staffs then.
Yeah. So that aspect of you of leadership and leading people and all that, how did that come about? How were you able to do that?
Well, thank God for Gloico because I was a manager there before,
Mm-hmm.
leading staffs, but they are not as many as I want to say city lights, corner restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
I have some staff there. Then I learnt bookkeeping, accounting. I learnt all those one along the way
Mm-hmm.
while I was in Gloico. So I
Yeah.
was able to transfer that what I learnt in Gloico to cornerless restaurants.
Okay.
So mhm.
So it was a progression. You learned something and then you moved it into the next endeavor.
Yes.
Where did you find all those people?
Hmm. There are some people then that was their own business. If
Okay.
you need people, they brought people for me from Benue, from
Mm-hmm.
Jos, from Cotonou,
Mm-hmm.
from Togo.
Mm-hmm.
Then, so there are some people that was their business then.
Mm-hmm.
They come and meet you when you know you have something like this, like a restaurant that they know you need some staff. They
Mm-hmm.
will come and tell you you need bring money. They will take money from you. They say they will go and bring for you. It's a matter of chance and luck.
Mm-hmm.
You may collect the money and not come back to you.
Mm-hmm.
But most of the people that I dealt with then, they didn't do any of that to me. When they take money from me, because they will say they will go to Togo, go to Benin, or go to anywhere to bring them for you.
Mm-hmm.
And truly, that was it then. So they will go and bring them.
Mm-hmm.
So, and
So
I,
when you look back now,
eh?
hello, when you look back now at corner rests,
Mm.
when you look back now at corner rests, all this period, what do you consider as like the high point for you of corner rest, and maybe the low point too?
Well, the high point of it is that I got in contact with so many celebrities, so many people, highly placed people, and that one gave me another privilege to think of how I can be great, how my children can be great.
I think one musician did a song for you on corner rest. I don't know which of them.
Uh, is it not Orlando?
Oh, wow. All right.
Orlando.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Orlando.
Mhm.
Mm.
So how did you manage all those people? They will come, they loved the restaurant, all these celebrities, managers, and everything. How did you manage the relationship with them? Because they kept on coming. They were loyal customers, and they
Yes,
by word of mouth, it continued to spread and spread and spread.
yes. But there is one thing in me, and it's still in me now, to connect to people. It's very easy for me. There is a guy here, Dr. Celestine. He followed me out one day, and he saw the way I was smiling at people. You just, a smile to connect to people. When you see some, oh, how you doing? Oh, in here. But in Nigeria, my sister, báwo ni nǹkan? Ẹ kú ọjọ́ mẹ́ta, ẹ kú iṣẹ́ o. God gave, I know I have that in me to connect to people. It's not by my power. It is in me. It's like a gift to me. Then to retain people too. At times it takes sacrifice to retain people, to be with you. It takes some sacrifice. Then, number two, my food, the way I was preparing it, I didn't compromise on it. I make sure I have staff doing stuff for me, but I make sure I supervise them to make sure it will come out excellently.
So excellence was important because all those people, they will not keep coming back if that
Yes.
place was not excellent.
How to greet them, if the food is not satisfying, they will go to another place.
And I still remember.
I remember when I had a branch at Yamaha. The Yamaha company said they cannot be coming again, especially the managers or sorts. They said they cannot be coming again, that I should come and open a branch in their company there. I went there, I opened the branch. But here, back to this Conar's restaurant in Dokpemo, I lost some customers then because the food changed. So I have said I cannot live where I've established to come and stay here in Yamaha. If you want us to be cooking it at Dokpemo and somebody will be bringing it there for you, yes, I will do that. Or you come back to the base.
So before we go ahead, I just want to make a quick announcement. I am going to post the link to Mommy's book now. I'm going to keep talking about it as we are moving on before we actually talk about the book. For those who are watching, Mommy just released a book, and the title of the book is Caution, Old Age Ahead. Old Age Ahead. So, I'm showing the cover of the book right now. So please, the book is actually being made available for the first time today, and you are going to see that link right now in all the social media places right now. The link to both the Kindle book and the physical book, so that you can order it. You can start ordering it. So the link should be posting right now to all the places apart from Instagram. So maybe Pastor Olu, if you can help us post it on Instagram too, for those who are watching on Instagram. But I know Instagram doesn't allow links. So, but for those who are watching on Instagram, just go to Amazon.com and type Beatrice Ijiwola, and you will see the book. And we're going to talk about the book in a few minutes now, because I really want us to delve deep, into this book, why Mommy wrote it. But we're leading up to why, how she, why she wrote it. All right. So I believe people should be able to see the link right now. Please confirm if you can see the link to both the physical and the Kindle book. Those of you that are watching us. So I see that's YouTube. Okay, good. All right. So that's YouTube. That's YouTube for the physical one, and then Facebook. All right. So please, you can click on that and you'll be able to see the book, read some things about it and all that. Okay, so good. Let's go on now. And fast forward a little bit so that we can really have enough time to talk about the book. We're in the 40 minutes mark of our interview right now. So thank God for the experience at Conar's. It was a very successful time. And then the other thing that you did after Conar's and all that, you were raising us up. During that time, we're all going to school and everything. But after Conar's, you also did something. You went to Bible school. How did that? First of all, you gave your life to Jesus, and then you went to Bible school. So can you tell us a lot from how that took place?
Well, I will talk about that, but I just remember something. When I did not run, when I stopped that restaurant that time,
Mm.
even before I stopped it, I opened a supermarket called
Yes,
Taylor Supermarket.
yes.
I
I
was
used to
selling
work there. I used to work there.
tailoring
I remember.
materials that you used to be there.
Yeah.
Tailoring materials then.
Mhm,
So I wanted to diversify to that too.
mhm.
But thank God for everything. So the question now, ask the question again.
Yeah. So now, how you met God? You were religious before, but then God became the center of your life. So I wanted to talk
Thank God,
about that. Yeah.
thank God for that. You are the one that invited me
Mm,
to Winners.
mm,
But all along, I was going to church. We were going to African church. How
mm.
do they call it? Is it African church?
Yeah, African church.
Yes,
Yeah.
African church, yes.
African church. So I
Mhm,
was going there. But you invited me. All of you, you've been praying, especially you and your sister then.
mhm,
You've been praying for my salvation then. I will go to church, but the experience was not what I experienced when I became a child of God, when I gave my life to Christ. So you invited me to Winners. They were having victory celebration that day. You said,
mm.
Mommy, I know you love a very big, good church where people will dress well, good cars, do this, do that. So I said, yes, I love that. He said, then I want to invite you to this place.
Mm,
So I went with you that day and
mm,
I saw the type of people that were there. I said, wow, I love this. I've been to a church before that everything was, I didn't like the way the church was then. So I say, this church, I love this one. I love this place. Everybody looking good, looking great,
mhm.
not looking like a church mouse, as one proverb said. They say somebody is as poor as church mouse. I say, no, this one, I like this place. So while all of you went back to school, I went back to that church. Meanwhile, my church people here, the reverend, they were coming to my house asking, Mommy, we didn't see you at church again. What's going on? I said, I went to Winner. They say, nobody has ever gone to Winner and ever come back to this church. I hope my own will not be like that. I said, I don't know yet, but I will still be coming to your church.
Mm,
So at times I will go for first service there. I will come back to the African church because they were still pulling me then. But it got to a stage, I said, no, let me call a spade a spade. This church is better than where I've been going. That was one Sunday they come make altar call, and I gave my life to Christ. And since then I've been in Winners, and it has been a glorious experience for me.
mhm,
So I went to Bible school, but where I did BCC, I did LCC, I did LGC
mhm.
before
So
I
that's
moved
basic
here.
leadership.
Yes, yes,
I'm
I
trying to
was there.
remember
Yes,
leadership course, mhm,
yes.
and so on. Yeah.
I was a cell minister then. First of all, I was a cell secretary.
Mhm,
After that, you move from cell secretary to assistant cell minister. So
mhm,
it got to a stage I was a cell minister. I was moved from secretary to assistant to cell minister.
mhm,
Then I've been having meeting with pastors, zonal ministers. It got to a stage I was ministering at the zonal level then before I left. Even one of my pastors still called me this morning. He is now a district pastor. He even said I should say hi to you,
mhm.
Pastor Francis Inuafe.
Oh yeah, it was
So
there for the birthday.
yes,
Mm.
so that was my journey in Winners before I came down here.
So this thing is saying your phone is high or something like it. The temperature is high, so
Oh,
we can't see your face. That is hot.
You've done it.
So we're going to wait on to help
My
mommy fix up her phone, and then she's going to be back, and we're going to jump straight into, beginning to talk about, she came to the United States, been doing some ministry, and then we want to talk about this book. We're going to start talking about the book that she just wrote, why she wrote the book, and who the book is going to help. So let's wait and see, they're able to fix that technical issue. So, Dwayne, how is it going so far?
He said he's
Yeah.
taking care of it. My
Okay.
technical manager said he's taking care of it.
Okay, we can start talking. We can keep talking. If people
Yes.
can hear you, but we just can't see you.
You can't see me again? Okay.
Yeah, but we can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can open the door.
All right. So, Dwayne, you wanted to say something?
Well, yes, some of those things she's saying, I think that I experienced. So I know some of the story, like when she moved to Winners, she became dedicated and she became an influence in the area, checking people up, inviting them to Winners. Then when she went to Bible school and she came back, it's like everything just took a new dimension. She had more knowledge. She understood things better, and she actually served them more. And that's one of the period. That's about the period you were pastoring in Nigeria, and she would come to Kingsword. Then there's time she was coming to Kingsword for midweek service, and when she comes to church, she will come early. She will sweep the whole church. So now I'll come to church. Mommy is sweeping. At least in Africa, you're supposed to collect the broom from your mom when she's sweeping.
Yeah.
It was really a dilemma. So now I didn't know what to do. Is it to collect the broom? Is it to let her do? But later I had to she chose to do this as an offering to God.
Yeah.
She will clean the whole church. She just, her service to God just went up, became astronomical. And
then
she never looked back.
She will cook for the convention. Then I remember a supernatural convention that we'll have. She'll be the one that will make all the food for all the ministers, all the people, and everything. I mean, she just began to serve God with all her family. Okay, good. Mommy is back now.
Okay.
So, all right. So, so we're talking about how when you used to come and sweep in Kingswood, you would sweep the church, you would do all that, which you continue to even do now. In City Light and all that. What is the reason behind that? Tell us why that?
While I was growing in Winners, I learned that service unto God is the key. Like Matthew 6:33. Then I learned it, another one, Job 33 words, that say, ye shall serve me. I shall bless your bread and your water, and I will take sickness away from you. Exodus 23:25 and 26. That was my scripture then. I learned that when you are serving God, God will take sickness away from you. My daughter went through some time that she was sick, and I told God, if this scripture is true, that when I serve you, you will take sickness away from my family. I took that like a vow to me. That's why nobody can take it away from me. It's like a life insurance for me then. So when Papa interpreted that scripture, that day I got some revelation from it. And I made a vow that all the days of my life I will be serving you at any capacity that I can serve you. There's another thing that I learned again, like praying for the kingdom, for the advancement of the kingdom. It's really a blessing to me. When I pray for others, all my own problems are taken care of. It's got to say that at times I don't even remember to pray for my needs. And God is meeting my own needs. So I will want people to to emulate this, because it's a great thing in the kingdom when you serve God, when you pray for the advancement of the kingdom, when you pray for other people's needs, God will take care of your own needs. That's one thing I learned about service, and that's why I kept on. Even if I was sick before, I will go to church and serve. I will go to Canaan Land from K2 to go and clean the church. And that was how I had an encounter with Papa too, because every Saturday Papa usually come out to bless a sanctuary keeper, and I was privileged to be the one and some other people that will clean Papa's environment. We call it secretariat. So
Yeah.
when Papa usually comes out on Saturday, he will lay hands on us. Even when I was coming here, the first time I came here, I was seriously sick.
Yeah.
So when I went back home, I met one Pastor Jayoba, and I told him that my experience when I went to US, I didn't feel okay at all. He now said, "Don't worry, I will take you to my boss." I said, "I'm going back again. I don't want to be sick again." He said, "I will take you to my boss." I said, "Your boss? Who is your boss again? I want you to pray for me." He said, "No, mommy, you are a sanctuary keeper, and Papa is the first sanctuary keeper of winners. I'm taking you to him." I said, I can see Papa. He said, "Yes." That was how we went to secretariat. And as Papa came out, this Pastor Jaye Oba just went to him and said, "This is one of the sanctuary keeper. He wants to travel to US to meet her, to help her children there." Papa said, "It's okay." He lay hands on me and declare over me that I shall not die, but live to declare the good works of the Lord. They cause sickness in my body. And whenever I'm sick, I still remember that prophecy. I will declare it, that God's servant has said this over me, and I'm not going to die. And God has been faithful to his word. So that was the reason why service was I won't say it was my first, but after doing my whatever I need to do, the next thing, like giving offering, giving tithes, the next thing for me is to serve God with my physical energy. We call this the other one spiritual uh, spiritual stewardship and physical stewardship.
Preach it,
So I don't
Doctor.
want to joke with
Doctor, Dr. Beatrice, Bishop Beatrice Ijiwola. Physical stewardship and spiritual stewardship and
Yes,
financial stewardship. So
yes,
the other passion is evangelism, and I want you to move to now begin push this forward right now. Your story
okay.
forward to the US. So you also got a passion for souls and
Yes,
evangelism.
that is still part of the spiritual stewardship,
Yeah.
because I learned it that when a soul is won on earth, there is
Yeah.
jubilation in heaven. So whatever
Yeah.
can make God and the people and the host of heaven to rejoice, that means God is happy with that. So
Yeah.
that's why even if I can't go out to pray, I will pray for those that are on the field, people that's on the field. But God told David that do that wait at the tarry at the spoil or whatever, and the people that went to the battle,
They will
you
part
have
alike.
the same blessing.
Mm-hmm.
So I took that upon myself again too, and I went for training for soul winning in Nigeria too. I've been doing that in Nigeria, not from here. I did that in Nigeria before coming here. And when I came here, I want to do everything I've been doing spiritually.
Yeah.
I came out with going out, meeting people, talking to people. I used to tell people, you see me loving people. I love them because of the love of Christ, but my ultimate is to bring them to the kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
So I use every means I have just to attract people to the kingdom, including my food too.
Yeah. So you are now in Chicago, and you've been in Chicago for some time. And right now, God has really, really helped in Chicago. You are a beloved grandma, mother to many people. Even your food and everything is a hot cake for
Yes,
people as families, and also even ministries and
yes,
all that.
that's true.
And so tell us about that, how you broke through. into another setting, a whole different culture. You came in and then, just the same thing, right? What was happening in Nigeria, the same thing is happening right now. Grammar is beloved to so many people, and evangelism. First, also talk about the uniqueness of each environment, especially regarding evangelism and how you were able to navigate that.
Well, glory be to God. Concerning my food, even before I came, you've been telling people my mom is coming.
Mhm.
Hey, if you see her food, if you eat her food, you have been advertising me on the pulpit even before I came. So thank you for that.
Mhm.
And when I came, it has not been easy. There was a time I told Doyin, nobody has ever hired me for food. Doyin said, be doing volunteering,
Mhm.
be cooking for people free. If you see anywhere that they are cooking for children or doing something, go and join them and do that for them free. Through that, people will know you. He told me the story of his computer IT something that he did volunteering. He was doing it free before
Mhm.
people started calling him to give him job.
Mhm.
So I started that. I started with a meat pie. I came up. I asked Holy Spirit, give me a unique style of my own meat pie here. So I started putting vegetables, whatever in it. And when people ate it, they say, wow, we have never eaten this type of meat pie before. This is Nigerian meat pie original.
Mhm.
It's still raining up till now. I
Mhm.
told people I need to rest after my birthday. That was why they've not been calling me for order. So even on my birthday, I did meat pie for some people on the 24th. Before the morning, I made it and I supplied them. So God has been good. Whatever you know how to do, make sure you do it well and do it right.
Mhm.
And depend on God. God is the author of everything,
Mhm.
because
Awesome.
there are better people who can cook better than me, who can make anything better than I do it. But
Mhm.
God is the reason behind it. Anytime I want to make anything, I call the Holy Spirit. Come
Mhm.
and help me. I
Yeah.
can't do, even Jesus said, as of my own, I can't do nothing.
Okay.
So I tell Holy Spirit, come and help me.
I'm
So
going to make a quick programming note. We're going to get be taken off Instagram, but I'm going to ask. We're going to come back in Instagram and continue. I'll get them to restart it. Instagram has a limit, so
okay.
we'll get back. But we're still on Facebook. We're still on YouTube.
Okay. I'm
But we'll
seeing
get.
some people faces coming up.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but Instagram it gives us a limit of 1 hour. But we're going to, for those of you watching on Instagram, we're going to restart the stream so that you can join us.
Okay.
So quickly, mommy, let's pivot to your book now very quickly. So,
Okay.
based on your all these experiences and everything,
Mm-hmm.
you conceived the vision and you just wrote a book that we are releasing today. Can
Mm-hmm.
you tell us how all that, like what was in your heart for writing this book? I'm going to go off very briefly. Yes, so you can just take over. Do you get it? I want to quickly sort out the Instagram thing with
Okay. I should be talking.
yes, continue. Don't you will continue interviewing you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, while I was in Nigeria, I saw, I'm an observant. When I go out, when I'm in a party, I'm in a place, I observe things a lot. I think that one is another gift for me. I don't just be in a place just to be in a place for being there. When I go anywhere, I observe things. I observe things. So, when I was in Nigeria, I saw a lot of older people, many, I won't say a lot. I saw some of them that are suffering old age. And I too, I saw that despite all that I've done, all the work I did, all the money I made, I saw that I didn't prepare well for the raining day, for the golden years of my life. And I saw some people experience, people, older people, they be coming to me to ask for money. can you lend me this? Can you do this? I say, why this, Lord? What's going on? You didn't make our life to be like this. Our life should be as what you said in your word, that the path of the justified is as a shining light that shine brighter, 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 and brighter unto the perfect day. So I started thinking about it. What went wrong, Lord? Well, whenever I have the thoughts like that, I will just wave it. Maybe that's one of the things that should happen to people in old age. So when I came here, the thoughts started coming again. And I was like, okay, I started writing it. I'm like, first of all, I love writing a lot. As I'm sitting down here, I have a book and pen with me. I love jotting things down. Whenever I see things, strange things, I will jot it down. I will jot it down. I started writing it little by little. One day the thought came to me that, you know, you can write a book. I said, write a book. Oh my, that one is for my children, not for me. So, but all along, the thoughts kept on coming. I started jotting things down. And as I move about, as I go out, especially with my own life experience, I saw that I didn't prepare well. I prepared, I had investment, I bought land, I built house, but I didn't prepare well, adequately. I didn't prepare adequately for older years. So the thoughts started coming. I started writing it down again. What can we do? What can we do? What can I do? What can people do? That was how the vision came to me. And I started writing, jotting them down. But all along, whenever I had the thought, I shared it with Doi one day. I said, Doi, do you know, I was writing a book on old age. Doi said, you can write it. You can publish it. I said, oh, I just laughed. But the thought became stronger, stronger in me, especially when I started this home care work that I'm doing, helping the seniors, taking care of seniors. And I saw the way they live. Thank God for the government here. Thank God for the structure here that help them a little bit, but they are not comfortable enough with the money they give them, the link card, the money to pay their bill. They can't do anything again apart from eating. Even their houses at times I don't know what to call it. Their houses will deteriorate. They can't do anything on it again. Just to rebuild it or to do something, to reconstruct it. They can't do anything. So I look at their life, I say, though here is better than Nigeria, but it's still the same thing. So that was how I came up again. I told him, I said, can I still write this book? Don't say you can do it. One day he just told me, he said, Mommy, that your book, I've seen somebody that will help you to put it into writing. Everything that you want to write. I say, wow, is it possible? He said, yes. That was the beginning of the book. That was how we started it. And thank God it came out now. Especially this my 70th birthday. I return all the glory to God.
Okay.
He told me today, he said, I'm not surprised that you wrote a book, Grandma. He said, I said, what? He said, always in your bag, you carry a book. I carry book all along. I read books. I love reading books. So he said, I'm not surprised. So thank God for that.
Okay. Thank you, Grandma, for that. So let's delve into what is inside the book. So the book is titled Caution Old Age Ahead, and the links, for those who are watching, the links are being posted. You can click on it right now and you can get to the Amazon links for both the physical. I don't know whether this thing is pasting well, but if somebody can help me paste it very well. So let's talk about what is inside the book. So give us some
Inside.
breakdown of what the book is about.
Number one, everything we want to do in this world, we should put God first, because He's our creator. He has our blueprint in His hand. At times, you will run helter skelter. If God is not in it, you may not succeed. You may be jack of all trades, master of none. But when we put God first, everything is going to be okay. So thank God for that. So I said things about that we should put God first in whatever we are doing. Even to go into investment, to do all other things, entrepreneur, whatever, we need to put God first, because He's the one that can lead us to the right thing to do at the right time. So God is number one. You can see it in the book that I really I emphasize a little bit about that they should put God first in whatever they want to do. Then number two, hmm, we should work and do business while we are still young. If we play with our life when we are young, we will see the end result. Because I said in that book that you cannot wish old age away. You cannot pray it away. It will come. Old age is coming. The day we were born, the second day we started counting days and years and years and years and years until we become very old. So old age is inevitable for every human being if we live long. May the Lord let everybody live long in Jesus' name.
Amen.
So we need to prepare adequately. We need to do business. We need to work. There are some people, they just work, 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 work. They don't do business. Business is good. They call it here by the side. Am I right, Pastor
Yes.
Lan? They
Yeah,
call
side
it
also.
by the side.
Yeah,
So,
side also. Yeah.
yes, streams of income.
Mm-hmm.
We should try and do that. Then we should be saving for the raining day. There are a lot of investment. There are people that are into that they are telling people. But we should save for the raining day. We should save, we should invest for our golden years. Because
Yeah.
it's not good for us to come and be doing business at the age of 70, 80. The body will not be able to do that. The way we've been jumping around in the 30s, 40s, that we can make good money. Like people here now in their 40s, 30s, they can do 10 hours job, 8 hours job. For older people, if you don't want to kill yourself, you will do less hours. So I'm encouraging people, when they are still young, the younger ones, please work. Work, do business, invest. Save. Very, very important. When I was writing this book, Pastor Omo shared a testimony on the altar one day. He said his friend, I don't know whether it's his friend or he read it in a book, that somebody was saving $1 every day and later reinvest it, and the money has become great now. The person has become great now. So don't say this money is too small to save. When I get 1 million, I will start saving. No, start from where you are. Use what you have now. Save little by little, little by little, little by little. A little drop of water becomes an ocean. So we should not say, when I have plenty, I will save. Start saving now that you have $1 or $1. If you can't save when you have $1, $10, $20, you can't save when you have more than that. So I will advise people to save more. That was the reason why I wrote this book. Because a lot of people, especially in Africa, I don't know if the ideology has changed. They believe in, well, if I can only train my children. It's good to train children. I emphasize it in that book too. Train your children for the future and then impact lives. Train other people's children if you can, if you have it. Like somewhere, if that woman that I met that time, somebody took it upon themselves to help me then, to train me, to educate me, the person will have been enjoying life better than from me now. So it's important to train your children for the future and train other people's children.
Okay. All right. Awesome. 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 So there's so much more in the book. So much more. I love how you share your personal examples, how you share your observations, being here, being in Nigeria, and all the various principles. And I love all the proverbs, some of these adages, African proverbs that are there and all that. There's a lot of wisdom that is packed up in the book. And it's a book that I have read, gone through it, and it's been a blessing to me. Doing it too has gone through it. It's been a blessing, and we really, really recommend it to everybody that is watching. It's for young people, it's for older people. You can buy it for yourself, for other people. You can also buy it even for your parents. Also, it's a way that you can use to encourage your parents. You can also use, they can also use it, to pass on legacy to other people, because there's a lot that you can learn from it, no matter what age you are. And the book is forwarded by Pastor Sam Adeyemi. Pastor Sam read it, and then he wrote a very powerful forward concerning the book that actually, lets you see, the power. I mean, all just the various, beautiful things that God has, God used Grandma to put into the book. Doing, you have some questions for her regarding the book?
Yes, what I would like to mommy to talk about is what's the contrast between growing old in Nigeria and growing old in the US from your observation? Like,
Well, here they
what is
don't
the good
depend.
part of Nigeria? What is the good part of America? The bad part of Nigeria, the bad part of America.
Like I said earlier, in Africa, what I grew up to hear is that let me just train my children. My children will be the one that will take care of me in old age. Good. It's a good legacy. But these days, it's not as easy as those days. Even some children, they want to take care of their own parents too, but they don't have it. Look at a lot of people in Nigeria that graduated, no job. How will somebody that has no job take care of the older ones, his mom or his dad or her dad? When you can't give what you don't have. So life changes, world has changed. So that ideology, that idea, we should stop doing it. We should train our children. Yes, very well. That's our job. That's our duty. That's why God put them in our care. We should train them. We should educate them, but don't depend on them on old age. When you are older, don't depend on the children. They will have and they will give. That's number one. Here, they don't depend on children here. They depend on their structure. The way they've done it, when you are working, we have it in Nigeria too, like pension, whatever, they have it there too. We have it in Africa, but our leaders are not sincere with it. You can imagine a lot of people going on wheelchair to go and collect their pension money. At times, months, 6 months, a year, they don't pay them. So what will they live on then? So that's the difference between here and Africa. Here, when you save your money, whatever you do with your money, whether you do insurance, whether the government, I don't know how they do it, but when they do it, it remains like that. They'll be giving them money for their upkeep that at least will sustain them. They
Mm-hmm.
give them link, they give them little money. Here, that's
Mm-hmm.
the difference between here and Africa.
Mm-hmm.
But that money is not enough for them. They can't do any other thing again,
Mm-hmm.
except if they are businessmen that are, businessmen here, they are richer here than
Mm-hmm.
people that just work and earn money and save for social security, for this, for that. They will take care of them in old age, but they can't really do anything again.
Yeah.
Like you look at somebody, you want to help the person, you can't do it here because you don't have the means to do it. The money is just enough for them to live.
Yeah. It's just for personal sustenance, and sometimes it's not even enough
It's
for
not enough.
personal sustenance.
So
Yeah.
that is what is going on here. So all in all, I concluded that everybody, whether here or in Africa, we need to prepare adequately for our older years.
Mhm.
So that is what.
Very good. Very good. Thank you so much, mommy. Do you have any other question for mommy?
No, I think I'm
Well,
fine.
let
I'm
me
good.
say this again.
Yes.
We need to live a good lifestyle.
Hmm.
Even when people are in 40s, 30s, they should eat right,
Hmm.
eat well. All this sugary, they should reduce it if they can't even eliminate it. Because all this thing, it is when you are older that all these things that you have been eating accumulating in your body, that's when they will be coming out in times of sickness, disease.
Hmm.
So people should eat well, live right, rest well, do exercise. It's very important, very very important. So that's what I want to put to it.
You also spoke about loneliness in old age, like how to avoid loneliness in old age. Can you talk for a few minutes on that? And then
that
we
that that,
will
that
be
is
around.
that is where we need to, how do I put it? How did I put it? You need to impact lives.
Yeah.
Like where I am now, my children are not here with me right now. But there
Hmm.
is somebody here now that since morning he has been with me because of this recording, this video, something. He has left all he is doing and came to assist me. Not that I want to pay him, but in a little way, I have that the little time that I knew him, maybe I don't know, maybe I've imparted his life too. So when you impart lives, people around you take them as your community. People will help you when you are in need. If you are lonely, people can take you in. People can bring people. They can be coming to you. They can help you a lot. That's why you should not live your life all alone and live it say it's only my children. No, impact other people's lives. It will come back to you. Just like what the Bible said, cast your bread upon many waters, because it will come back. It will come back. If I pick up my phone now and call three people that I need you now, they will run here. They will say, what's going on? What's going on, grandma? They will be here with me.
Okay.
So that's one thing with that. So to avoid that loneliness, you need to live wherever you are. Like a community. I don't know the right word didn't come to me now to use for it.
Mhm.
You should live a life of impact.
Yeah.
Every day
Very
people
good.
around me will call me, they will check on me. Grandma, how are you doing today? Where are you? Are you at home? Are you okay?
Hmm. Thank you. So, Grandma, what is your appeal to those who are watching now regarding the book? Tell them, maybe like all your children, grandchildren that are watching it right now, tell them what you want them to do with the book.
Like this morning, even before I say anything, on that very day that we celebrated my birthday, people have been sending messages to me. How do we get the book? Somebody paid that same day to Amazon, waiting for the paper one. So
Mhm.
people have been asking me, how can we get the book? So I'm trying. What I'm saying now is that I want people to go to that link, order the book, read it. Don't just read it and start using those principles in there. They will help you. So I want people, all my children in the Lord, they are well, my spiritual children, they are all over the world. So if you can do that for me, it's a great thing that you have done for me. Because
Thank
when you
you.
write a book, if people don't buy it, it won't impact lives. It won't bring out testimonies. Buy for yourself, buy and give to somebody to read. It will change their life and they will bless you for that.
And I want to ask people also to please, when you buy it, or when you go to the Amazon page, please leave a review there, a positive review for the book.
Okay.
Just your testimonial after you read it. Just put a review there telling people how the book impacted you, because when you do that, that will also help. It will help spread the word, for the book. So
Okay.
please, we want to ask you to do that. We're actually releasing the book for the first time now today,
Today.
publicly. So please, let's go ahead and let's do it. Either the Kindle version or the paperback version, or other books. Just invest in this mission, invest in this message, so that it can go and reach more people. And if you want to, after you have ordered it, it will be good if you can let grandma know. I just posted her email there. I'm sure she wouldn't mind. Just send her an email at Beatrice Ijiwola at Gmail saying that I ordered your book. You can take a picture with the book, right? If you bought the physical one, you can take a picture with it and just send her that picture so that she can see, oh yeah, that you ordered the book.
The book.
So
The people in Nigeria are asking me, how can they order the book from here this morning? Somebody
yeah.
asked me that question.
So for Nigeria, I'm sure some you will be able to speak better to that. For now, it's on Amazon. We're going to get it into Apple Books very soon, and I'm looking into what's that thing in
Yeah,
Nigeria?
my tech man said the camera will go one for 10 seconds.
Okay, all right.
Not so-
What's that thing again? That Amazon-like thing in Nigeria. So
Okada book.
Okada book, yeah, and all that. So, but for now, it's on Amazon. We're going to make it available in Nigeria as we move on. Well, Grandma, our camera went off, but can we still hear your voice, Grandma?
Yes, I can talk. You
Okay,
can hear.
good.
Can
Okay.
you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you clearly.
Okay.
Yeah, so we want to thank you. Thank you so much first of all, thank you so much for your investment in our lives as your children, and also your investment in the lives of so many, many people all around the world. And we also want to thank you for writing this book. Oh, you are back. Good.
Yes.
So we want to thank you also for writing this book, for just not giving up and just going and completing this project. It's going to be a blessing to so many people.
Amen.
So we want to thank you for that, and thank you for just not letting mommy quit on it. So for being a good son. So that very 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 good work that you did there. So thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. Mommy, I want you to say, just give everybody maybe your last statement for this broadcast that you want them to hear as we start rounding up.
I want to thank everybody, especially for my birthday, for people that are present, people that send gifts, people that send messages. I appreciate everybody. And just make sure that you are in God. Whatever God laid into your heart, don't give up on it. The same way I didn't give up, somebody encouraged me not to give up on this book. Don't give up on any project that you are in now. God will see you through it, and it shall be a blessing to others too. So thank you so much. I appreciate you. God bless you. Thank you, my sons. God bless you. More grace, more anointing in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Amen.
You
Doing any last words?
Amen.
I told you should not go. That I should just draw him from that studio and put him to Chicago.
Doing any last words?
I want to say, it's great to be here, interviewing mommy with Pastor Lan and sharing from her numerous wisdom. She's full of wisdom, she's full of grace, and we are here learning from her feet again. It's been awesome. And I also want to thank everybody that have been supporting and still supporting, everybody making comments. on the broadcast, and also say, please buy the book. Old age will come. Old age is approaching.
Yes,
So
so
buy the book, learn from it, learn from it. That's all.
Okay, thank you, Doyin. Thank you so much. And want to say that our sister is actually watching. She's been making some comments to our older sister. So we want to acknowledge Sister Victoria Samuel. For thank you for all your prayers. My sister was also an author. She wrote a book just recently. So Doyin is the only one remaining now to, to write a book. So I'm challenging you now. That book on
Yeah,
entrepreneurship,
right.
you got to get it out. So we will have Sister Vic on too in the coming weeks to come and share about our book that she wrote. Very powerful book too. So I really want to thank every one of you. Thank you so much for joining us. Please order the book. Please, most importantly, after you order, help us spread the word.
thank you.
Take the link. We're going to
Order
put
the
the
book.
cover. We'll
That's
put the
what Pastor
cover
Man
up.
is saying, but we can't hear you again.
Oh, you can't hear me? Can you hear me?
No, I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
come
please,
on,
help us spread the word
I know.
on the, on the book. We're going to put the cover up and start putting it up on social media from now on. So you can also help us spread the word and everything. But thank you so much for your time and thank you for joining us. This is how we're going to wrap up Light 360 for today. I'm going to be back tomorrow with another person with a powerful testimony to share. She actually started. She was she was diagnosed with a learning disability, but she went from that, and I was part of that story. I followed that, and how she has now launched a dental clinic. She became a dentist and has launched a dental clinic here in Chicago, and she just wants to come and tell her story about how God raised up to that and the leading lights training, how that helped her, and all those things. So I look forward to seeing you tomorrow by 2 p.m. Central again on the Light 360 broadcast. So let's say bye-bye to everybody. We're going to be signing off right now, everyone. God bless you. God bless you.
Bye.
Bye.
As we go off, I will put up the picture of the book just as we're going off so that people can see it, without us. So